Scriabin's Piano Concerto is actually one of his most accessible piano works that exist. It's a relatively early piece, and it was composed, when he was very young. It's a very romantic concerto. It's full of passion. It's actually before Scriabin's went into slightly crazy direction. Some people compare it to Chopin, but I think it's distinctly Scriabin. In terms of listening to it, it's one of the most accessible concertos, and also one of the most underrated concertos that are actually played right now. Not many people perform this concerto for some reason. I think it's been kind of overshadowed by other big romantic concertos, which is kind of a shame. I think it's a great work. For me, Scriabin has, in a way, the best understanding of how to compose music for the modern instrument. He has an incredible ideas about colors, not just visual, but also orally. I mean, the way he hears the instrument and the way he composes. Actually, it's very interesting for the pianist to experiment with colors and textures and different dynamics, and there's just so much variety. It's almost, playing Scriabin's music is almost like drawing a painting. It's just wonderfully rewarding. Scriabin was actually a very one of the most famous composers of his time, in his time. However, after he died, somehow his famous aura has kind of declined. I mean, he made a big splash with his crazy ideas and with his philosophy, and composing these big pieces of work to be performed in the Himalayas, announcing the end of the world and combining all the human senses. That came much later. I mean, the piano concerto has nothing to do with that. It's purely, I mean, it's a wonderfully fluid music. There are great dialogues between the orchestra, and the second movement has one of the most beautiful melodies ever composed. So, if anybody is worried about finding this music inaccessible, there is no chance of that.